Welcome to the magical kingdom of digital giants, where algorithms always know what's best for you. Or so they say. In this glittering world, where everything is automated, it's the algorithm that decides what you should watch, read, and even think about. But what happens when this perfect system starts to complicate your life? Forgot your password? Don't worry, we'll remind you. Or maybe not. We ask you to answer 10 security questions like, what was your favorite ice cream when you were 7? After a long series of attempts, we finally send you a recovery link. Unfortunately, it expires before you can even open the email. Finally, exasperated, you decide to create a new account, which is immediately suspended for suspicious activity. We have suspended your account to protect you from yourself. Here's your recovery email. Too bad you can't access it without another recovery email. And speaking of suspensions, let's talk about sudden account suspensions. Did you do something wrong? Maybe, maybe not. But in the meantime, we're suspending you. And when you try to find out why, you only get a vague answer. Violation of guidelines. Guidelines that seem to say absurd things like, do not breathe too loudly while using the platform. All of this, of course, is for your protection, or so they tell you. You try to post a harmless comment like, great post, but the algorithm immediately kicks in. Your comment may be considered offensive. And even if the comment does get posted, you find that no one sees it because it's been secretly hidden. The idea of a world where every click is logged, every attempt to log out is blocked, and every support request sends you into a labyrinth of useless FAQs. And when you seek support, the famous review team answers you. You submit a complaint and receive automatic responses. We are working on your case. After 6 months, we're still working on it. Finally, your complaint has been closed without resolution. Thank you for your patience. And then there's the gentle manipulation of algorithms. Want to watch a video about kittens? You find suggestions like how to build an anti-apocalypse bunker or what to eat to survive an alien invasion. You just wanted to relax, but after an hour, you're completely absorbed in videos you would never have chosen on your own. But be careful, the best comes with hidden comments. You write something intelligent and interesting, it disappears. But in the meantime, comments like Sathik LFH or Gino is a genius remain visible. And you ask yourself, so who decides what is worth watching? And what about the false security of control? You try to change a setting in your account, but every time you click Save, the setting goes back to how it was before. And finally, the algorithm reassures you. Don't worry, I'm doing this for your own good. We're protecting your experience even if you don't want us to. What if we imagined a life without algorithms? It sounds great, but the reality is different. Without automatic suggestions, you find yourself in a chaos of options, unable to choose. Eventually, you turn to the algorithm for help, only to be inundated with targeted ads you never asked for. After all, every birth brings some initial chaos. The birth of a human being, a tradition, or a new software update. They all make us despair first and then, with a bit of luck, make us smile. Whether it's an algorithm or a newborn baby, the important thing is to make room under the tree for our wishes, even if we have to explain to them for the umpteenth time that we don't want an ad for that blender on every screen. In the end, perhaps we should not see algorithms as enemies, but as clumsy traveling companions. They are like sorcerers' apprentices. They don't always understand what we want, but every now and then they surprise us with brilliant solutions. It's up to us to learn to live with their limitations, remembering that behind every line of code there are human beings who, like us, are still trying to understand how to improve the digital world. Maybe one day we will find a balance between the power of algorithms and the wisdom of our desires. And so, here we are. Algorithms make our lives easier, but at the same time, they complicate them. And you, what is your relationship with them? Write it in the comments, unless the algorithm hides them.